I was bothered by those that were calling Josh Allen a choke artist because I don't fault him with this. The situation, whatever the number is, 5 of the last 6 or whatever, you've been there. It's not on Josh Allen. It's on, and Curtis, you brought it up early this morning, it's on Sean McDermott.
Yeah, to me, and this is going to shock many people, but the Bills should hire Bill Belichick. Like, what a waste. How many years are you going to have Josh Allen for? Maybe 5 more years on an optimistic view?
Yeah.
You're wasting these years by having a guy that's like, oh, I told the guys I love them. No, you another year you failed to get where you belong. And listen, Josh Allen, if you can tell me things he did wrong yesterday, you're smarter. I thought Mahomes was brilliant. I thought Allen was better. But I have a question generally about sports fandom. Would you rather be a Bills fan today or a Patriots fan? And I ask that in the context of
Can I pick Commanders?
No. Nope, you cannot. Okay. In the context of what you have endured the last 4 or 5 years. With the Patriots, they stunk. You haven't had your hopes up. They played like garbage, and you were getting a quarterback. With the Bills, it's like agony. I would rather be a Pats fan.
Same. Because you still have all that 20 years to go back and relive the glory days on. Like, if you're a Bills fan right now, you feel like this pit year after year.
Yeah, it's just, you're the only team in NFL history that went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all of them.
I would say you're asking the question when it comes to future, though, Curtis, right? Like,
just as not ignoring the past, ignoring the championships, just as a fan, would you rather be supportive of a team that gets close and tears your heart out, or be a fan of the Patriots who just kind of stink and you watch?
I would rather be a Bills fan.
Yeah, I'd rather be. If you're saying don't take the past into consideration, I'd rather be a Bills fan because you got Josh Allen.
Yeah, but future, we've got Drake May. So I'm going to stick with the Patriots thing, too, and I know this is such loser mentality, but sitting next to my dear friend John, who's a massive Bills fan, and watching just the pain and hurt on his face, I was feeling great.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want Josh Allen rather than Josh Allen?
I don't know. You keep telling me that the future of Drake May is Josh Allen.
Well, that's what he could be. But if you're saying as a fan, I could be the fan of the guy that I'm hoping my guy becomes, I would much rather be the fan of Josh Allen. If I had to choose right now without the past, I would say this though. I give Josh Allen a ton of credit. I think he's had a tremendous year. I think he's spot on. But I think you'd have to ask yourself, and yeah, part of it is the coach, but would we hold the same type of energy for any other player at his level who got the ball back with 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go, 3 timeouts, and wasn't able to get his team in position to at least tie the game to go into overtime?
But he made the throw. The guy just didn't catch it. But
that throw was an unbelievable Hail Mary at the point. Leading up to that, there were a couple incomplete passes that if you go through his progression, he could have did differently.
It wasn't perfect, but again, the ball should have been caught.
No, it should have been great, but I'm talking about leading up to that 4th down, throw it off your back foot and hope that it comes down and a guy has a chance. Leading up to that, there was a couple plays where maybe and I don't know because I haven't looked at the all-22, did he make the right decision? Did he do this? All I'm saying is that if, you talk about a quarterback of that caliber getting the ball back with 3 minutes to go, 3 timeouts, I think the expectations are you should be able to move your team down in field goal range.
This is Nathan from Kansas City. Hello, Nathan.
How are you guys doing?
Well, not as good as you are.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm a Patriots fan. My dad's been a Patriots fan since he was 16. Just living here, it sucks. And being a division rival of the Chiefs, or I guess of the Bills, I've never rooted for the Bills more in my life. And I was just going to question, is this a dynasty in the making, or is this a dynasty being made by the refs? And what do you guys think about it?
We've talked about it a lot this morning. Shime and Wiggy say that we're whining.
You are.
And that there's no legitimacy in that argument.
Yeah, there's bad calls and but I don't think the game was so egregious. Like I'm gonna always go back to, you had an opportunity to tie that game up. You have one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. You give him the ball with 3 times. If I were to say if the Chiefs were down by 3 and the roles were reversed, does Patrick Mahomes drive his team down, get him in the field goal range, and give him an opportunity to go into overtime, or even drive his team down and put him in position to go up because he scored the go-ahead touchdown?
More than likely, yes.
Right. Would Brady have done that?
Right. I would go back. Wiggy, your point is best with that Patriots AFC title game in 2018, where literally you knew whoever had the ball last was going to get the touchdown. And the final minutes of that fourth quarter were unbelievable. The Patriots scored to go ahead with, 40 seconds left? And the Chiefs went down, got a field goal. The Patriots won the toss, got the ball. And you knew if Brady didn't get those 3 3rd-and-10s, that Mahomes was going to come down the field and win it. That's why they are equals.
Right, and that's why I don't bet on Mahomes, because until Josh Allen could prove that he could do that,
I don't bet against.
But
Mahomes.
don't you think they in a way took the ball out of Josh's hand, especially on that 3rd down play? What are we doing running a tunnel screen on 3rd down?
No.
Why are you taking the ball away from
I get
Josh?
that, but if you go back and you look at it, there's a 2nd down play where he scrambles a little bit. The passes it falls incomplete. All I'm saying is that when you look at Brady and you look at Mahomes right now in those situations, and Josh had the perfect opportunity, and maybe Joe Brady got to do a better job of calling plays, and I get it, but there's still got to be this thing where if Josh doesn't like the play, change it at the line of scrimmage. You have that type of capability.
Do you want Ninkovich on this?
Sure.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Taking a car up to Nashua, a ZR1 Corvette. So
Flex?
this is my thought. I want to just put this out there. We have indoor golf tournaments where they track a ball and they know how far it is, and they have fake rough, and they have sand, and they have all this they have tennis. They have these tennis matches where they show the ball in the line and where the ball's at, and it's instantaneous. And we have a multi-billion-dollar NFL that can't figure out if the ball crosses the 1st down marker or not.
Yep. I could not agree more.
What are we doing?
We were talking about Elon Musk can put a chip in the human brain. Why can't you put a chip in the football?
Easy. I don't know if you guys remember back in the 90s, early 2000s, they put a highlighter on a hockey puck, and you could see where the puck was at all times, and eventually they did away with it. But at least they tried something, right? It was different to where you could follow the puck. There is so much technology now. If you're in school, you could go AI and type in, give me a summary of the tipping point, and it'll just shoot you out an essay, and you just turn it in, get A+. There has to be a way to figure out what's a 1st down, what's a touchdown, what's not, and take the human element out of the referees that say, oh, nope, he's short, and changes the whole outcome of the game, which, at the end of the day, yes, everyone has an opportunity. You have 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. You got the ball, go score, win the game, and they didn't do it. But still, there's these moments where you're pulling your hair out, just wanting the right call to be made.
Maybe they could get a ball that lights up as soon as it breaks the plane or passes the 1st down
Explodes.
marker. It just lights up into a different color, and everybody in the building knows, okay, that's a 1st down or a touchdown.
Nink, what does Mahomes have to do? What does Mahomes have to do to catch Brady in your mind, Ninko? How many Super Bowls for Mahomes before you can actually have the conversation about GOAT?
Well, here's the deal. Tom had 3 careers, right? He had 3 separate careers and chapters of his career. And right now, Patrick Mahomes, everything's groovy, everything's gravy, everything's great. But I want to see him when he gets a little older, when those hits start piling up, when those old, get knocked out things come back to him when he's in his late 30s. Because Tom was still playing at a crazy elite level in his 40s. And if he could get to 6 Super Bowls, right? and then get to some type of crazy statistics in his late 30s, early 40s, then you could say, okay, like he's overtaken him. But right now, it's the gravy train of the NFL. You have to admit that the NFL of today is way easier than it was 10 years ago. You're not getting the hits. You're not taking the contact. They're calling all these PI calls and touching the, illegal contacts, and defenses really are limited versus 10 years ago where if you threw the ball a little bit too far in the middle of the field, the guy was getting his head taken off. So I think you have to put a little asterisk towards this. These statistics are a little easier to get than they were 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Rob Ninkovich, great to hear your voice. Thanks for checking in on the drive. What kind of a Corvette was it?
Oh, this is a 2019 ZR1 Corvette manual transmission. So they've gone crazy through the roof on all the valuations. So I've had one for about 4 years now. I'm thinking about throwing it up at auction. We'll see.
All right. Go get you the Z06.
Okay. All right.
No, Z06, you'll lose money.
Yeah?
Lose money on a Z06. Yep.
All right, Rob, thank you. There's Rob Ninkovich.